make it back to the CFB this year, the Mississippi State Bulldogs. Taking on the 10th-ranked team in the land, the Baylor Bears. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Bears will get us underway with the opening kickoff. No chance for a return as that ball flies out of the back of the end zone. Looking for a crease to the left. Oh, he's got some space. He's inside the 40, the 20. Touchdown, Bulldogs. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching it.
And as a coach, you're just hoping your offense can take the field on the first series of the game and create a little bit of momentum, get into a rhythm. How about that running play? Hitting a home run early in this game. You know that's got the sidelines all juiced up.
On the move from inside his spot. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Coming out aggressively. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. And a big return here as they finally get him down inside the 20.
Not the start this kid was looking for. Very first pass of the day gets picked off. This is a defense that's got a lot of ball hawks on the back end, and he's got to be real careful with his eyes, not telegraph throws like he did right there. He's going to have to settle in.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? You know, the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this one. Well, this is very interesting because now down here in the red zone, you know it's not going to be easy throwing it because the windows are small. Can they run the ball against the best run defense in the entire nation? This is as big a challenge as you're going to find offensively.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. He's got his man. He can't find enough room. Stopped at the 17, and it brings up a 4th down.
That's perfectly fine. If I'm a defense, I'm going to give up some yards right there. Play deep, react to shallow. The running back catches the football. I come up. He gets a positive gain, but it doesn't matter because now I won 3rd down and forced him on 4th down.
Never a doubt. Right down the middle. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
You've got to make the opponent pay for turning the football over. And while this team would have liked to have scored a touchdown off that pick, I think they're pretty happy getting the field.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't.
There he goes. They believe in that running game. Got 6 before he stopped at the 23. And the Bears racing to the line in the hurry-up. They'll go right back to it. Yeah, it's a bit of a surge, and he's knocked down after picking up 3 to the 26.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Quarterback making adjustments. Rushes on him. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
3rd and short like that on your own side of the field. You're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
And the offense will stay on the field. Do you think they're just going to try to make the defense jump? Makes the grab past the marker. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense.
Oh, and I love that play call on 4th down. You know, the entire defense was zoning in on that running back, thinking he was maybe going to get a handoff, but they're able to sneak and leak him out of the backfield. Behind the defense, he makes the catch and keeps the drive alive.
Quick completion on the out. Good pickup, but a little bit short of the sticks.
Early in the game, as a DB, I'm settling in. It's okay if I give up 4, 6, 7 yards. I'm just trying to get settled in, gauge the speed, and then later on, I can adjust to the speed of the game.
They'll go up top on 2nd and short. The throw to the outside is complete. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the 1st down. Throw him to the spot, and that's exactly what he did to pick up the 1st down.
And that's so many hours of doing this together. You know exactly when he's going to break on that out route. You know what kind of speed he has because you've thrown it so many times. Nice rhythm and timing. And you could tell that was experience between receiver and quarterback.
After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Fires to the big fella. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the 1st.
8th play of the drive coming. It'll be a 3rd and 6. The offense changing the play. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Got his man downfield. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on 3rd down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
He's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him, he'll make those contested catches.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Baylor!
One of the areas they really focused on for this receiver in the offseason was, we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. If we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. Snap to the back. Here he goes breaking the pocket. Oh, and he wants to throw. The pass falls incomplete, and they are fortunate to live to tell about that one. It had turnover written all over it.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and it just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Third down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the right.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target.
Why would they not let me
him.
jump? I don't understand.
And there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on
Good
distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. As we head to the quarter break, Mississippi State has the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. They've switched into the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the second. So after the break, they'll go back to work. The give to the tailback.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Oh, he's got a chance. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, the offense is in a really nice rhythm right now. It seems like no matter what they're dialing up, they're getting positive yards, and it just feels so good as a play caller when you know on first down you can get yards like that turning around and handing it off.
Yeah, and on the other side, you're scratching your head going, what the heck can I do here? You got to find something. The defense has got to find a way to create some momentum. Whatever they're doing right now, it's not working. So you got to keep going through that play sheet and maybe find something a little bit different that can give this offense something to think about.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Now on the option. Oh, he can't hold the pitch, and the ball's loose. Oh, the fumble on the defense got it. He's loose on the right. Touchdown, Bears! How about this defense taking one back to the house?
You practice these moments as a defense, but you never know when they're going to come to fruition. But how about it? The scoop, the ball's on the turf. They scoop it up. They take it to the house. The defense takes care of business and said, offense, we don't need you. We'll put points on the board.
He'll bring it out. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. Going right to work up top. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He is going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
Boy, could they use a conversion on 3rd and short from their own 24. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Mississippi State.
Boy, could they use a conversion on 3rd and short from their own 24. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man. He'll make a play on third down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32.
Love the third down call. Throwing the angle route to your back, working one-on-one against that defender. Easy pitch and catch for the first.
Mississippi State comes out after picking up the first down. Wants to throw on first down. Here's a heat. Oh, and he got drilled as he just got rid of the football.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Quarterback will keep it. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. Mississippi State going up tempo. On the move. He just needed a yard on third down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up.
You know, that really speaks to the identity of this defense, guys. They take pride in big hits and clean tackles, but they are going to let you know they're there. And they're going to let you know for 60 minutes. I love this run defense because of the way they play the game.
Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. And how about this lower intestinal fortitude? 4th and 1 in your own territory, and they're going. Tries to get it on the ground. Turning it on. They finally get to him. And what a play there to pick up the first down.
Well, this is an offense that really prides themselves on running the football. There was no question they were going to go for it there on 4th and short. Not only did they get the first down, they rip off an explosive play on the ground.
Mississippi State has this drive hitting on all cylinders. Red pass, it's complete. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Last couple of plays, the offense seems to be just one step ahead, David.
Yeah, and I'm going to have to do something to disrupt the timing, the rhythm. I got to do something that they're not expecting, because right now they got the run and they got the pass working. So this defense, they have to find something new to kind of confuse this offense.
They'll go to the ground, and maybe he'll get back. Line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Quick release by the QB. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
Look, as an offense, you're always going to take completions over incompletions and interceptions. So the offense, they're able to make that third down a little bit more manageable, but honestly, not by much.
Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
Mississippi State.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Using the quick game. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. Using his feet. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down?
The defense, I think, was just more physical on that 4th down, guys. That was a designed quarterback run, and they're calling that because they're trying to get extra blockers at the point of attack and get a numbers advantage, but just the defense.
Breaks into the open. Pass to 50. The 30. Running inside the 20. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Baylor! He makes his way into the end zone for the 50th time in his career.
Man, what a mark to hit. A guy that's so good with the football in his hands. A guy that every single week you know this guy's going to touch the football. And when he gets near the end zone, Palmer, you still know he's going to get it, and he still punches it in.
He's the unstoppable force. It doesn't matter what defenses have done throughout his career. This guy finds a way to make people miss, to run away. He's got all the tools you look for in an outstanding running back.
And he's going to bring it out. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. They'll start this drive going to the air. He's got the tight end. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Pressure coming. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
You want to make a guy that's elite, that's one of the best in the business, start to become more and more human. Keep getting hits on. Nice job by the defense, getting in his face, being physical. Make him feel your presence. Don't let him get comfortable back there in that pocket.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Pocket breaking down. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up.
Well, that's a huge moment here in the game at the end of the first half because the offense is trying to march down the field and trying to cut into the opponent's lead. But with that interception and with that return, the defense now, they put their team in an opportunity to pad their lead with more points here at the end of the first half.
Working that left side now. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, 1st and goal.
Hey, that's a great job executing the drag route. You just bring the big fella across the formation, wait for him to come open. The quarterback does a good job seeing him, finds him in the hole, hits him. Perfect job.
Into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears! Fit it in the window for the score. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead. Oh, they blocked it. That touchdown gives his team a pretty significant lead at this point.
And that's what you want. You want to start fast. You want everything to come out and start clicking, make some plays. It doesn't always work that way, but when you do, man, the energy, the crowd, everybody's into it. Now the other team better respond.
And he'll bring it out of the end zone. We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Back has it. Under fire. And the Heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line. Lining up in the wildcat. Let's see what they've got. Direct snap. Oh, and he wants to throw it. And the deep shot is complete inside the 35-yard line. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
So I don't want to hear anything else for the rest of the game.
In the first half. It wasn't a perfect first half.
What?
Still trailing by a lot.
Oh,
But here's the deal. Now you put yourself in a position. Go make some things happen. Force some turnovers. Play good in the second half. Who knows what will happen?
And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. That's going to wrap up the first half here. And now we join Kevin with the halftime update. And the Bulldogs will kick it away to crank up the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Makes a move. Oh, what vision. And there he goes. They won't get him. It's a touchdown.
We just went to half and we drew up all these adjustments and things we got to do differently to take advantage. How about the special teams coming out to start the second half and setting the tone, taking the kick all the way back for 6. You don't draw it up any better than that.
No shot to return that one as he boomed it out of the back of the end zone. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. They haven't had a whole lot of production nor much to show for it on the scoreboard so far, and if they're going to get back in this game, it needs to start right now. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. The play action fake. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
And how about this defense? Really answering the challenge so far today. This offense, you've seen like last week. I mean, they can throw for touchdowns and big yards and big chunk plays. Defense has answered the call, played the deep ball well, played discipline, making this offense really earn everything they get.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Oh, it's picked off. That's not the start they hoped for. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And he can fill up the hand now with that pick, man. That's number 5 on the season, consistently making plays for his defense. Always a guy where we're going to be calling his name over and over again.
Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Starting to feel a little pressure. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, you haven't seen a ton of incompletions in this game, and that's good news for this QB. Obviously, he struggled his last game out. Part of that was the defense. Part of that was him not playing as well as he wanted to. But in this game, he really has been, for the most part, locked in, and that is a good sign for this offense.
Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20. The Bears really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. Wide receiver comes in motion. Off the RPO, complete. They were banking on the yards after the catch, but that went into the negative column.
And I'm banking on the ball coming out quick. When I'm a defense and understanding 3rd and short, understand they're going to throw the ball really quickly, try to make a play. The defense knew it, broke on the football, made a nice tackle to force a 4th down.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out.
Well, they were able to get a field goal and put 3 points up on the board after getting that interception. You would have liked to have seen the offense do a little bit more with that possession and give themselves an opportunity to score a touchdown. But listen, teams will take 3 points any way they can get it.
Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. He threw a pick the last time they had it. Now they have to take care of the football. Pulls and fires complete. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
And that play takes some protection. If you're going to stick it in the belly and that wide receiver is going to run down the field that far, I need some good protection, and I need my lineman not to go downfield. Nice job by the quarterback making the right read, being patient, throwing that strike.
He's been a matchup problem all season long. Defenses just don't know how to solve the puzzle. And with that last catch, over 500 yards receiving now on the year for him.
On the run, still looking. On the move, he fires. Got his man on the right. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Quick release on the RPO. Touchdown, Mississippi State. The offense cashing it in on that drive. Sometimes we ask coaches about halftime adjustments, and they go blah, 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 blah. And then sometimes they make some good ones.
Sometimes that blah, 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 blah actually works, but it's working now. But it might be too little too late, but at least you got the party started.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
A lot of interest in this Pac-12 showdown today, so let's catch you up to speed on things. Washington is trailing right now, but it's only a couple of points. That quarterback just needs to show the poise of a young Warren Moon, and they are right back in this. They're trailing by just 4 to Kansas. If anything changes in this pivotal Pac-12 matchup, guys, you know we're here to bring it to you.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Snap to the back. And the tackle is made, but there has been a flag thrown. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Making side adjustments here. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. Going downfield for the big play. Makes the grab deep. Racing down the left side. Touchdown, Baylor! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Man, this defense has their hands full.
I didn't do that, did he? You didn't bump him. He just ran. I think when you try to jump, I'm telling you. Oh, I'm about to say, I think when you try to jump.
They might want to think about playing some more zone coverage moving forward. That's now 3 passing TDs they've allowed.
Yeah, and the defense comes up with the stop, and you just wonder, the analytics world and all that stuff, that whatever the card says to do, you're supposed to do. I wonder if they were listening to that card.
Not going to give him a chance to make a play as they boot that thing through the end zone. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. Last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find themselves as the game goes on. They had some things not go their way early, but they found something last drive, David. Let's see if they can build on it.
Yeah, you just pick and pick and pick until you find that place where you're like, okay, this is an advantage I have. They clearly found that, dude. They score here, we're in for a ball game.
Looking to throw on first down. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
To the air on first down. He's got an open man. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense.
Well, this offense has shown you it doesn't take a lot of time for them to generate explosive plays through the air. Big completion on the previous play. They take another shot and hit it, and they have completely flipped the field.
They are really clicking along. First and goal on just the 4th play of the drive. They'll run the quarterback sneak. The sneak scores it.
It's just so nice to have a signal caller who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my quarterback.
No backs with the quarterback as they line up for the 2. He's looking to throw. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
That keeps the score 43. Mississippi State 30.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. The inside handoff. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They give him some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
Might be calling a hot route. Second down, he'll throw it. Fires to the right. Found a seam. Shoved out of bounds after a big game. They'll mark it at the +42.
Man, we knew coming into this game just how explosive this offense could be, and a big part of that is their ability to throw the football. They've scored a ton of points, and it's because they can generate plays like that. When this quarterback sees the one-on-one matchup he wants, he is not afraid to pull the trigger, and he hits a big throw there.
And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
From the shotgun, they'll run it. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
That's the end of the period. Baylor is on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. They go back to work with a first down in the final period of this one. Looking downfield on first down. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
The defense was obviously ready for that play. They've obviously been watching film. They know that that pass play is one of the bread and butter plays this offense has, so nice job defending it.
Power football with the run. Only a couple there, and now staring at 3rd and 8.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances. And that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock, and they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
They run into a bit of trouble here. 3rd and long from the 25, and the last thing they want is to get knocked out of field goal range. Zings it complete to the right. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass.
No, he was receiver.
Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to 3rd down. You get them to those critical points. Now they get the first down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Trying to get it done with the run here on 3rd and goal. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense.
And decision time coming for this offense. How about the defense? They've hung in there, Palmer, made it.
Oh, I forgot. All right. Nah, I call timeout.
All the way down now. Are you going to go for it on 4th down?
Yeah, after running so many plays offensively on the drive, I know it'd be disappointing to only walk away with a field goal, but you'd feel even worse if you went for a touchdown and didn't get it. I think you kick it right here.
Nah, it's cool.
They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. Already 1
Nah, I'll
for
take
1
the
on
3.
field goals today. He'll try to make it 2 for 2 from 22. Splits the uprights right down the middle. And now the lead is extended a little further. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. Nice job by the kickoff team. But he stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. Things had not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset. Looking to throw on 1st down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary. You saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Makes the catch. It's Jones. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. That's caught. It's Watkins. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the 1st down.
And they get the completion, and they get out of bounds, which is obviously important to stop the clock. But what's really important now is it's 4th down. And that made it more manageable, but obviously the clock is not as important as making sure you get this 4th down conversion.
On 4th down, they'll throw for it. He's got it, and more than enough for a 1st down. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on 4th down. The give from the gun. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Looking to fire. The throw. Got a man in the middle. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Mississippi State really efficient on offense right now. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Dances away to buy time. And he'll just get rid of that one.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. Going the other way, and he's got room. At the 30. Inside the 10. Touchdown Bears! The defense putting points on the board. They add on another one, and they're about to push their record to 5-1.
And that just might do it, man. Offense needed points badly. Defense comes up with the big interception, takes it all the way back just to pad their lead a little bit and make this game almost out of reach.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Georgia State is in front. They've responded well to all the off-the-field chatter this week, but they still have to finish the job, and that is no sure thing right now. They're up by 4 over Louisiana Tech. Obviously, big implications here in the Sun Belt, and as this one plays out, we'll keep you posted.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
Here's the deal. You're down 3 possessions. You know, it doesn't feel likely they're going to come back and win, but we've seen crazier stuff happen in college football. It all starts with a big completion on a 2-minute drive. They'll get the momentum started in your direction.
Going for the big play. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
It's got to be frustrating to be this quarterback in this game, too. Just has never had confidence being able to step up in the pocket and deliver throws. When he gets flushed, they're still taking away all the throws down the field. It's just been one of those days.
Back to pass. Right on target this time. And he picks up the first down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is. The offense set for a first down play. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. Multiple penalties, and now it's 1st and 25 for this offense. Looking to throw again. Here comes the heat. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. The Bulldogs now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Corners are going to bail. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. This time on target. Good, solid tackle. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Turns it loose. Finds a man in the middle.
This is an offense that has skill, and they've got speed, and because of that, this defense, they can't lull themselves to sleep. They've got a big lead here late, but they've now given up back-to-back big plays. They got to put the clamps down.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Jones. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's first and goal from the 7. Corner's right up on that line of scrimmage. Keeping it on the ground on first and goal. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
And this defense is more than happy with the offense running the football. They've done a great job today. I mean, they've really made this offense work so hard, earn everything they've gotten, and that's why this lead has ballooned like it has.
Wants to fire on second down. Bringing the heat. Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly. And it's incomplete as he tried to thread that needle to the back corner of the end zone.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in, you could tell. They were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game.
Third and goal, and they'll try to pass it in. And he really wanted to get the touchdown there, but it's incomplete.
And it's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays. This offense has got to do something, and they got to do it quick.
A field goal really doesn't do much for you in this situation, so they'll go for it on fourth and goal. Takes a snap, wants to throw. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Mississippi State. Quick strike through the air for the score.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
Getting aggressive here and going for 2. They'll go to the air. Looking to the big tight end. He's got it. 2-point conversion is good. Just a couple of possessions down, so there is some hope.
53, Mississippi State, 38.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. They'll send the back in motion. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty.
Got it. Timber. Lasso. Dino.
Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Just gets rid of it before the heat. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
Defense will take a timeout with 28 seconds left.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Let's see what call they have on third and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. Going to throw it over the top of the D. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down.
And it's not a surprise who they're throwing the ball down the field to. I mean, he's already had a great day. They're going to feature him because he makes plays over and over again. And then trying to take another shot to him down the field. If I'm the defense, man, I'm focusing on that guy. He's made too many big plays today.
Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 38-yard line. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. He's taking a deep shot. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. They bring him down, but that great defensive play might be overturned. Let's see what the call is. And how about this confidence in their field goal kicker? They're going to pat him on the butt and say, go, give us 3, big fella. Timeout on the field and 4 ticks left to go.
Timeout, Baylor.
Well, no surprise to see the special teams, but you thought it might be the punter. Instead, here comes the field goal kicker. That is no good. Guys, you want every little